Hey guys, what's going on? It's Grant for another episode of Gym Talk. This is episode 34. So as you guys can see, I am by myself doing this episode because of Shelby is at a fair. Tyler is in Kansas City. Ryan is, I think, in St. Louis right now. And yeah, I have no other friends. So that are currently like down here. But anyway, so yeah, I thought I'd do something solo, just kind of talking to the camera by myself, kind of like Pauly Shore. No, talk about like what's happening, do NFL week predictions, everything else like that. So I will be doing stuff like that. But first, if I get 10 likes on this, I will do another solo gym talk. I know that 10 likes is very small, but in the YouTube realm, that's a lot. So anyway, yeah, so today I've got Iron Kingdom Pre. I've had this before. It's okay. I'm very intrigued whenever Tyler takes this, though. I've actually never really recorded me taking this. I just kind of took it and yeah, so it's Train with the Heart of a Lion, you know, kind of that other stuff, the Iron Kingdom Plus. You guys remember that energy drink? It's got some citrulline in it. It's got beta-alanine. It's got 300 milligrams of caffeine. It's got a little bit of black pepper, kind of like the random stuff. But this sour is super sour. It's like tart, like crazy tart. But oh, I can smell it. Ah. Sour apple. Okay. Anyway, gonna be drinking that, gonna be talking. I'm looking at like roughly around 10 to 15 minutes on this. And yeah, so first things first, a little bit of an update. Was supposed to be up in Kansas City. Then Tyler and I, myself, were going to be kind of doing a collaboration off of some sort. But if you can hear it, that was Griffin coughing. Griffin's got kennel cough. Keep on going, Bubba. And so what that means is that it's really just like, think of it as ingestion, just like a normal cold or however it may be for a person. A dog has it. And whenever a dog has kennel cough, it's a little bit more serious. It's just like, it's fine. Like he's completely fine. Like he's been vaccinated for it and everything. It's just, we have to make sure we watch him and other things. And he can't really be with other dogs. He can't really do a lot of things. So he's kind of quarantined, unfortunately. But yeah, so we've got some medicine for him. We've got sleepy pills. We've got day pills for his cough suppressant. I mean, we've got it all for him. So he's good to go. It's just kind of not really feeling too good. But he's been sleeping like, gosh, I want to say like more, like pretty much 3/4 of the day, it feels like. But anyway, so we were going to go up to Kansas City, but then that happened a couple days ago. So then we kind of just were like, yeah, let's stay down here. Let's have him chill, all this other stuff. But then on top of that, my job has been kind of crazy. I got a new coworker, just a couple days ago. He's really cool, super chill, loves to do a lot of different outdoor activities. We can talk about my fitness goals. So my fitness goals last month kind of shit the bed, to be honest. Didn't really do too hot, but October I'm looking to kind of get a little bit better, and then even through November. My eating was really bad. I was stressed out a lot. Granted, I did have my vacation in September, which I definitely loved, but then closer to the end of September, I was working on a really big project, and it took pretty much my whole thought process and mental capabilities. I mean, it was just like, it was nonstop. And honestly, this type of work is just the tip of the iceberg. So it's been kind of draining at work, which, you know, I actually really do enjoy, because since then, you know, I put more effort into my work and I really work my ass off. But it kind of sucks because I've been wanting to do a couple of other things. I've been wanting to make a ton of other videos. I've been wanting to play video games. I've been wanting to edit. I've been wanting to do a lot more other things. I can only do those on the weekends. But then whenever I do have time on the weekends, like right now, for instance, recording this on a Saturday and this is publishing on Tuesday, it's kind of tough. It's super tough because I have to really rally myself on Saturdays and think of, you know, the channel, then think of like, oh, I have to go get groceries, or oh, I have to go do this, I have to go do that. And I don't know, it's being an adult. I know that everybody's like, that's being an adult. Well, yeah, I know, but it sucks. So honestly, I wish I was just staying at home, playing video games and gaining money from Twitch or for YouTube or playing Siege or playing Borderlands or doing whatever. So, I mean, lifting, for instance. And another thing with that, more and more in my head, I've been thinking about, like, honestly, owning my own gym has been more of a dream to look at, more of a goal. And I mean, it's honestly to the point where I'm thinking about saving, right? I saw this guy on YouTube. He saved for the past couple of months. He has a small gym, right? He has a very, very small gym. You're talking about 5 or 6 Olympic racks, and how he did it. He kind of showed how he even got to that point. And it's like a full 20-minute video, but then he has another small video of him just literally crushing cans for like 3 minutes. And then by the end of it, he's like, for the past like several months, I've been saving up the recycled materials from my gym that people actually use here, and I put it to cash. And he literally bought an Olympic rack with recycled materials, which I'm like, wait, excuse me? You know, and then on top of that, you know, he has a decent business and he also has a YouTube, and now granted, you know, that might not give as much revenue, but it's still an outlet for people to see him and to go to him and get more impressions and more of the fact that, oh, I have to pay attention to this person because of, you know, they're really big in the fitness industry, and that'd be really a cool opportunity to go play with his equipment that he's showing off, you know, just stuff like that a lot of people don't really talk about. But anyway, yeah, it's just been more on the top of my mind. It's been more on the top of my mind. My goals for October is to honestly remove a lot of fat, and that means a lot of cardio. That means a lot of less eating out, a lot of like not eating as much red meat, not eating as much cheese. Those are kind of the 2 big factors that honestly come into play with my diet personally. So I just see I eat a lot of that stuff and I need to stop. So, but yeah, today I'm gonna be doing, let's see here. I'll probably be doing arms with a mixture of shoulders. Yeah, because since then tomorrow I'll be doing some legs, which I'm hoping to get another gym talk with Shelby tomorrow. So let's go ahead and talk about NFL. I will be putting the records down below from Tyler and myself. Tyler, whenever you're watching this, make sure you put your records or who you're going to pick for the week. Alrighty, week 5 of 17. Now we're also doing the week 6 of Thursday because we kind of messed up. Actually, no, we're good to go. We're good to go because since we did that last time. So anyway, records are down below, and we'll see how that does. And ready, set, boop. Here are all of the games. So we've got the Jets and Eagles. That's an easy one. Eagles, Jaguars, and Panthers will be tough, but what's the Panthers record? Man, I gotta go Jaguars. I'm a huge fan of Minshew, man. He's such a cool guy. And then on top of that, that whole Uncle Rico thing was just perfect. Vikings and Giants. I'm gonna go Vikings on that, even though they're away. MetLife Stadium doesn't really do that great, honestly, for the Giants anyway. Falcons and Texans. I'm gonna go Texans on that. It's at home, and honestly, Matty Ice has been hit or miss. Really, they've been relying a lot more on their offense or on their running than their passing. Bucks and Saints. I mean, I'm gonna go with Saints. but I think the Buccaneers will actually probably be putting up some points. So if you guys got any sort of players there, just watch out. Bills and Titans. I'm going to go with Titans, but Bills are going to be close. They're going to be so close, man. Titans is just a little bit on the top, just barely. Cards and Bengals. Well, that one's, I could really care less about that one. I couldn't care less. I learned that out from YouTube. I couldn't care less about this game. So therefore I don't have any stake in it. But if I had to pick, Bengals. Pats and Redskins. Pats. Let's move on. Ravens and Steelers. Oof. Both two messed up offenses. Because the Ravens, for some reason, man, they were doing so good, but then they've just been, for the past 2 weeks, they've just been really crap in the bed. But I'm going to go Ravens on that, because since they've actually got a good running game versus the Steelers. Bears and Raiders. Oh, Bears. Let's see if they can pull a win at in the black hole. Broncos and Chargers. I'm going to go Chargers on that. Melvin Gordon is suspected to play. Then on top of that, it's in Los Angeles. It's not in Mile High, so kind of one up on the Chargers there. Packs and Cowboys. I'm going to go Cowboys, unfortunately. The Packers are just not really that great, and then Cowboys do phenomenal at home. They typically like bring it at home. So Colts and Chiefs for the night game. Well, you know I'm going to go Chiefs. The Colts are probably going to be putting up a couple points. I'd say honestly like probably 14-28 or 14-35, honestly. And then Browns and 49ers. Oh, man. I'm going to go 49ers on that. I know that Browns have been doing really well, and they have all those threats and everything, but, man, I love me some Jimmy G. Jimmy Garoppolo has been fantastic. Marquise Brown. I mean, you've got a ton of great other players around there. George Kittle has still been doing pretty decent as him being a tight end. So Tyler, if you can, put the things down below and we'll get going off of that. And so where I'm from, guys, it's like, you know, it's Missouri, of course, and it's South Missouri, not really close to St. Louis or Kansas City. I mean, relatively close, right? A couple hours, give or take. But, man, I've been seeing a lot more St. Louis Cardinals gear out now because of playoffs, right? And I just absolutely hate the argument of being like, October is baseball. And it's like, no, it's not. It's not. When you have a freaking game or freaking season that lasts, like, you're talking about from April all the way to October, that you're doing double headers, like sometimes on weekends, and you're doing games on games for 162 times. It's just it's absolutely excruciating pain. And then on top of that, I just can't get into baseball, man. It's such of a sport that is just slow, dull, and not really exciting. I get it, the more atmosphere that you're there and you're watching it with other people, and you know there's some sort of thing whenever big crowds are watching games. Yeah, I totally get that. But do that on a football game, I'll like it a lot better. Now, you know, people are saying, whoa, well, you know, they do have a shot clock now. Yeah, they have a shot clock for like 45 seconds or like a minute 30 or however it may be. It's something stupid long that it still doesn't speed up the game. And on top of that, it's still like the batters have to come out, they have to come back in, they have to do their little ritual for every single swing. And it's just like, it's too much, man. It's too much. Oh, boy. But it is what it is. The Cards are in the playoffs. I know that the Braves are in the playoffs. And then I really couldn't tell you who else after that. I just know National just because of the St. Louis Cardinals. So, but another one of my favorite times is coming back is the NBA this month. This month is going to be like the quadfecta of sports pretty much, right? You've got hockey, which is a big thing too here because since hockey just started this week, or I guess last week for Tuesdays, but with the whole blues thing, which I'm not a fan of that at all. I just don't like hockey because I never really grew up with it. So it's just a sport. Yeah, you've got hockey starting. You've got cards and baseball. You got the Chiefs on fire. Then you've got basketball coming in. And down here, basketball is more of an anomaly, but man, I cannot wait for the NBA to start up again. First game is Lakers and Clippers at Staples Center. Oh boy, I mean, like that's gonna be crazy. I'm so excited for that. Kawhi versus LeBron, it's gonna be great. PG-13 versus LeBron and AD, and I mean, it's just like, I wish I was there. I honestly wish I was there. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. And then last but not least, so I kind of talked about it at the beginning, but I've been playing Borderlands 3. I got it about two weeks ago, give or take, and I really like it. It's really fun. It's just like the original. I will say that it takes some time to process from my PlayStation, just because my PlayStation's like the small one. It's not the big one, but yeah, it's very fun. The gameplay is awesome. The worlds are huge, are massive. I've probably put in, I would say about maybe, like 30 hours? I think so. I wouldn't say that much. I'd say probably like 25, but still, I put in a good 25 hours, and I feel like I got maybe about 30% of the story done. And that's not even exploring all of the worlds. That's not even like looking at like every single crook and cranny and all that. I will say some of it's kind of tedious. It's kind of that Borderlands look and feel, right? Where you can do a side mission while you're simultaneously doing a primary mission. And then if you're going the same way, and it's going to go to multiple different overlaying like text and overlaying audio and all this other stuff. I honestly wish they could just do it like, instead of having the side missions happen simultaneously, if they want you to do one mission first, just have them show you that mission, and then if there's an opportunity to do a side quest that's in relation to that same time frame, then that's totally fine. Because of, like, for instance, there's one time where this guy like literally like dies, right? He completely just dies, and then there's a side mission of you doing something for that person, and I did it after the fact, and I'm just like, I mean, yeah, it just sucks because since then I'm like, well, it's just a flaw. I'm playing it, I'm like, that doesn't seem right at all. So, but yeah, it's a good game. It's a really, really fun time. I wish, honestly, some of my other friends had it so we could play together. But I've been playing it by myself, which is totally cool. And yeah, I don't mind it at all. It's very, very fun. Been going away from Siege, but still watching esports Siege, and then been playing this. So one thing about this pre-workout is that it doesn't really have a kick. It's kind of a subtle type of thing. I can see that it increases my focus and more of like my energy, but like strength or like the feel of like, oh, I gotta go work out, like, the whole beta alanine tingle and everything else, it's not there at all. It's not there, which I'm okay with. Because I can push myself, depending on like what type of day it is, I can push myself to go to the gym, right? After work, it's always been brutal. This past week even, I haven't gone to the gym. I've gone to the gym like maybe about 3 times within this past week. Before that though, that week, I probably went once or twice. So, I mean, it's literally just been nonstop for my work, and it's been brutal, but I'll get with it. But if I had to rate this pre, give it a 7.8. 7.8. It's right in the middle of the pack. It's got great taste. It's got honestly great artificial, like great flavoring. It's got enough caffeine to where you're definitely gonna be going, you're gonna be moving and grooving, but it's just, there's something about it that I don't really like. And it's, well, one thing is that they have 2 different types of serving sizes. You know, they have half a packet, then they have 2 servings, which is extra strong. It's not even really that extra strong, to be honest. It's kind of like if you think about it, it's kind of like a rain, but just with a little bit more chemicals in it. I mean, let's be honest. So, yeah, that's why I give it a 7-8. It's just kind of meh. But anyway, gonna be getting my shoes on, gonna be getting going, and yeah, thanks for visiting the Gym Talk, the one when it's just me. You know, like Friends episodes, they have the one with, or the one that's yada yada yada. Just play on words, you know. Okay, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe, and take care.